Hey everyone, this is Josh Hayward with thebrewpreneur.com, and it is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hope you're doing great out in your world. I was here at the house and decided to go through the beer fridge out in the garage and came across quite a few brews here from local Charlotte brewery, Olde Mecklenburg. So rather than just drinking them myself, figured I'd make a few videos to highlight some of the great brews coming out of Charlotte here, and I'm going to share a few of these with you over the next few days. So in regards to Olde Meck, they are the first and oldest craft brewery here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Started in 2007 by Mr. John Marino. He actually spent a few years over in Germany, fell in love with the traditional German style of beer, and brought that back over here to the Americas. Opened up his brewery here in Charlotte, very humble beginnings. And the unique thing about Olde Meck is you will only find traditional German style beer, and it adheres to the traditional German purity law of Reinheitsgebot. If I said that correctly, I have a southern accent, so my attempt at German probably falls flat on its face. So Reinheitsgebot is the German purity law, which was instituted years and years and years ago, which basically says beer will only be made with water, hops, malt, and yeast. That's it. No additives, no extra things, no more added to the batch, nothing like that. Just pure 4 ingredients and pure beer. So in keeping with that, John has created quite a few amazing brews out of Olde Meck. If you're anywhere near Charlotte or near the Carolinas, if you mention Olde Meck or their flagship beer, Copper, people know what you're talking about. They're kind of the old dog, so to speak, in craft beer, having been around for 10 years now. So we're going to be taking a look at these next 4 over the next few days. They actually have more, and I need to try and get my hands on those to add to the series here. But tonight we're going to be looking at Copper. This is their flagship beer. This is really what put them on the map. The first beer that John brewed as he was starting the brewery. Copper is a brown ale. It's actually characterized as an Altbier, and it's exactly how it sounds, Altbier, alternative beer, if you put the words together there. The unique thing about this beer, it is a lager beer, but it's top fermented and is also cold conditioned. So very, very unique beer here, not like your typical brown ale, kind of more lager type, but top fermenting, so a little bit different taste there. So we're gonna check this out and see how it goes. This is actually one of my favorite local brews. Just solid, amazing go-to. You can't go wrong with it. Just a great beer. So as you can see here, we have a amber brown type color, a little bit lighter towards the bottom of the glass there, a little more golden in there. Just a very, very straightforward amber looking ale. Not much of a head on that. These bottles do have a little age on it, not too much. This is a little off-white head there. But the Copper Altbier. Oh yeah, another fun fact about Altbier. Started in Dusseldorf, Germany, for you beer aficionados. So let's give it a little sniff. Oh, it smells great. I think I say that about just about every beer that I smell. Oh, it's good. So what I'm getting here on the nose, I'm getting some malty notes in here. I would say some toasted bread, maybe some toasted pretzel, like non-salted pretzel. I have to preface that. So definitely some malty notes in there. A little bit of sweetness in there, maybe even some caramel. A little bit of caramel in there. Smells nice. I'm smelling some. It's a little bit of hoppiness, not much. Very, 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 very subtle. And I think I can pick up on it because I've had this beer so often. A little bit of floral type notes in there. Also getting a little bit of a yeasty type smell in there too. So a few things there on the nose, and we're gonna see what we've got here. Cheers. That's such a great beer. If you like German beers, trying to find something from Olde Meck. It's just so true to the standard. This type of beer is definitely more malt forward, but it's not overly sweet, which is great. Again, I'm getting that toasty bread type flavor, getting some caramel notes in there, nice sweetness there, and then you get a great marriage with some hops there on the backside of the taste. I would say even some floral and spicy type hops. All their hops come from Germany, by the way. You're not going to find any crazy tropical type hop flavors in these beers. They're not to say those aren't good. They're great, and they're great in their context. But as far as an alt beer goes, some floral and spicy hops here. More of a malty beer, but surprisingly light. Typically, whenever you have a lot of malt in a beer, it can be heavy. But this is a rather light beer, medium to light beer actually. Solid medium, maybe a little more medium light. But you're getting those great caramel notes in there, great toasted bread notes, that pleasant bitterness on the backside of the taste. You're also getting some of that yeasty taste in there too, and that too is a hard thing to describe. It just comes from drinking a variety of different kinds of beers, especially the German type beers that are using those unique German yeast strains. You taste it and you're like, oh, yeah, German. It's almost like it comes second nature in a way. But that's a great compliment to the beer here. There's some it gives it some extra flavors in there. Maybe almost like some fruity notes in a way, like light fruity notes. Something coming to mind. It's almost like a raisin type taste in a way. But incredible beer. I'm kind of biased, always been a favorite of the Olde Mecklenburg Copper. But like I said, if you haven't had it, seek it out. If you're interested in trying it, reach out to me. I can grab a few of these and send them your way. Have no problem doing that. But a great flagship beer, traditional German style, the alt beer, adhering to the great beer that came out of Dusseldorf all those years ago. So cheers to a great local brew. Cheers to Olde Meck and Copper. Y'all have a great night.